The All Blacks are gearing up for the Rugby Championship, and there's a lot to talk about, especially with the recent addition of Chiefs wing Leroy Carter to the training squad. This young player is stepping in as injury cover for Caleb Clarke, who's currently sidelined. It's an exciting time for Carter, who has had a breakout season and is now poised to make a significant impact. Justin Marshall, an All Blacks legend, expressed his enthusiasm about Carter's inclusion. He highlighted how the team has struggled to find a consistent answer on the wing lately, making this an ideal opportunity for someone like Carter. With injuries to key players like Clarke and Mark Telleray, the back three is still a bit of a puzzle for the coaching staff. Fans, what do you think? Can Leroy Carter seize this chance and prove his worth on the international stage? Go All Blacks in the comments. Scott Robertson, the head coach, has had to navigate a series of injuries, particularly in the scrum half position. While Cam Roigard and Noah Hotham will miss the upcoming matches against Argentina, Marshall remains optimistic about the depth in that position. He believes that Cortez Radama is stepping up as the starting nine, and with experienced players like Finley Christie returning, the team should be well equipped to handle these challenges. There's also been some debate regarding the back row selections. The return of Wallace Satidi and Peter Lakai, along with the introduction of rookie Simon Parker, suggests a shakeup in the loose trio. Marshall pointed out that Christian Leo Willie, who started in the first two tests against France, has been omitted, which raises questions. Did he deserve to be dropped? It's a bold move, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. With the Rugby Championship just around the corner, there's a mix of excitement and uncertainty surrounding the All Blacks. Fans, how do you feel about the current squad? What are your thoughts on Leroy Carter's potential debut and the changes in the back row? Let's hear your opinions and the city you're cheering from. Go All Blacks! The discussion surrounding the future of the British and Irish Lions is heating up, especially with the 2029 tour to New Zealand on the table. Veteran rugby commentator Stephen Jones has made some bold claims in his recent article, suggesting that the Lions should reconsider their plans to tour New Zealand and instead focus on a trip to France. As an All Blacks fan, it's hard not to feel a bit protective over our beloved team and the significance of hosting the Lions. Jones argues that the Lions should move away from traditional routes and explore new opportunities that could better promote rugby. He feels that a tour to France would not only invigorate the Lions brand, but also help balance the finances of various rugby unions. This is a compelling point, considering the financial struggles many rugby bodies face. But let's be real, the prospect of the Lions skipping New Zealand feels somewhat sacrilegious to us All Black supporters. The thrill of seeing the Lions face the All Blacks is an event that stirs the soul of rugby fans everywhere. What do you think about Jones' perspective? Are we ready to let the Lions bypass New Zealand in favor of France? Go All Blacks in the comments. Jones also proposes that the Lions should consider a wider tour that includes matches in emerging rugby nations like Spain or Germany. This would undoubtedly boost the sport's profile globally. But can we really imagine a Lions tour without a legendary clash against the All Blacks? The allure of that rivalry is hard to match. The history, the intensity, and the sheer passion on display are what make rugby so special. He even suggests that the Lions should keep their tours flexible, allowing for a mix of games that could captivate fans both in France and beyond. While I can see the merit in expanding the Lions' horizons, I can't help but feel a twinge of disappointment thinking about our All Blacks missing out on what could be a thrilling series. Jones has also mentioned the potential for a future tour of the Americas, which could be exciting for rugby fans. A three-match tour against Argentina sounds fantastic, and it would be great to see rugby grow in those regions. But again, that leads us back to the question of the All Blacks and their place in the Lions' future. If you're as passionate about the All Blacks as I am, let's get talking. Where do you stand on this potential shift in the Lions' touring plans? Are you in favor of change, or do you believe the All Blacks should always be a priority? Comment below with your thoughts, and let us know the city you're cheering from and your opinion on the All Blacks. The All Blacks 15 will face off against the Barbarians in London this autumn, rekindling a rivalry that dates back over 70 years. Set for November 1st at the GTEC Community Stadium in Brentford, This match promises to be an exciting spectacle as the Barbarians aim to replicate their victory from 2022. John Spencer, the president of Barbarian FC, expressed his enthusiasm for the upcoming fixture, highlighting the storied history of matches between these two iconic teams. He noted the significance of the encounter, especially considering the past glories like Gareth Edwards' legendary try in 1973. Fans of the All Blacks, what do you think about such historic matchups? Are you excited to see how the young talent in the All Blacks 15 will stand up against the Barbarians? The All Blacks 15, while not the full-strength All Blacks team, is still a formidable outfit. Designed as a platform to showcase and develop New Zealand's next tier of rugby talent, the 15 has had some impressive performances recently, including victories over Munster and Georgia. This game will be an opportunity for these rising stars to prove themselves on a big stage. It's crucial for the future of New Zealand rugby. Chris Lindrum from New Zealand Rugby emphasized the importance of this match as a competitive test for the young players. He noted that facing high-quality opponents like the Barbarians is vital for their development, especially with a busy international schedule approaching in 2026 and 2027. It's a chance for these players to step up and show they belong at the highest level. Let's not forget that the Barbarians have had their share of All Blacks legends donning their famous black and white hoops, including greats like Jonah Lamu and Richie Mo'unga. The connection between these teams adds an extra layer of intrigue to the match. Fans, how do you feel about the All Blacks 15 taking on the Barbarians? Will the young players rise to the occasion, or do you think the Barbarians will pull off another surprise? Share your thoughts in the comments. As we gear up for this exciting encounter, let us know where you're tuning in from and how you feel about the All Blacks' chances in this match. Go All Blacks!